All right, so we just added this property, taking over management from the owner who had it as a rental for 20 years. So I'm just gonna kind of show you when we come up to a new property, how we document and what we're looking for. So on the outside, all the windows look good. Looks like some old wood windows. The ones in the back are vinyl. So we'll look at that. Maybe a little landscaping. There's a good property right outside of the baseball stadium. All right, so we go in. So we got one lock here. This one's already the quick set lock. So we could buy a new key here and then key this to the same, make sure they're both smart locks. All right, so as we first walk in, there's a closet here. Kind of looking around. Here's the shut-off valve, so we want to note that. So I'm gonna take a photo of that. Here, I've noticed this light does not work. That one works, that one doesn't. Might just need a light bulb, but we'll look into that. And here in the bathroom, light works, fan works. Gonna look around, make sure everything looks good. Toilet looks good, sink looks good. Underneath the sink looks great. Nice, we're on the kitchen. Kind of take a picture of every little spot we can. And then the biggest thing here is we just want to make sure the condition and everything. So washer and dryer in here. We want to get photos of that. And then we also want to make sure we get the make and model number. So when the tenant calls and has an issue, we can sort it out quickly. So we'll do the same thing for everything here. So stove, let's look inside. That's pretty clean. Could use a small cleaning. And then the make and models down here. Everything in there looks good. Microwave, same thing, make and model. Look under here, look for disposal. Looks good. One thing on disposal, you want to make sure that we need to put a grommet there. I think is what it's called. Just a wire to protect that. Looks good there. Dishwasher. Come in here, check everything. Get the make and model here. Fridge. Check this out. Everything looks good. Nice and clean. We're gonna look for any tile issues. Got a little grout there missing. Seems decently solid a little bit there. Check the disposal. Sounds good, works good. You can test and check these. Golden, test, reset. It's full, that's charged. A lot of times we can see the date on here. They're all a little bit different, but nice that it's fully charged, that's awesome. All right, so let's continue here. So a little bit of carpet thing there, but the carpet all in all actually is pretty good, so I'm not gonna worry too much about a couple small spots like that. So in here, it looks good. There's a couple of paint spots here. I notice this probably needs to be cleaned. A lot of times in our rentals, we just say they're cosmetic use only, and that just limits liability, potential fires, that kind of stuff. And then we don't have to pay for a chimney sweep, especially if it's not being used. Can save some owner money and some liability there. These outlets are painted, so we'll have to look to replace those. Some have been fixed. That's something to look at. We got a little bit of issue here, so it looks like it's gonna be soft, but it's not soft or anything. Maybe got a little water in from these windows. Ooh, maybe a little bit older windows. So peeling paint, I have to look at that kind of stuff. The blinds are really cool and nice. Right here, has a little patio out the back. 2 parking spots out there. The gate's good. The baseball stadium's right there. Peeling paint. Yeah, the previous tenant was here for 20 years, so looks really good. And then kind of look back, zoom back across this way. I would say right over there, we need to put something, when you think about rentals in DC, you think about like mice areas. So I don't know, they maybe had carpet here before, but you need to look for something to kind of fill that gap, that entrance there. Whether it's maybe pulling off the cord around and putting it flush. We got a little storage closet here, so we want to get rid of everything in here. Sometimes paint's worth keeping, but a lot of time we get rid of that anyways. Hot water heater, just want to document what this is. You know, the size, all that kind of stuff. The year, the make, the model, all that. One thing I have not seen is the furnace. So if we can sort that. All right, so now I head upstairs. So again, looking at this, potentially a handrail here. Supposed to have one for every more than 2 steps. So, but you have this, and then we'll need one there at the top. We have a skylight here that's awesome, provides a lot of light. But yeah, we definitely need a handrail that goes here. All this is painted. Carpet looks good again. Probably just needs to be stretched a little bit. Let's see, let's look in this closet here. Let's go into the bathroom. Actually right here is furnace filter. If you look there, it looks like a 14 by 20. So that's something we're gonna wanna note. Looks like it has not been changed or cleaned. We're gonna wanna pull that out of there and do that. And that's something that every 90 days that should be done. And one of the biggest things we do is it's tenant responsibility. And so we offer the tenant opportunity to have it shipped to them every 90 days. And so it's a really cool where it just gets sent to their house. And so it's an easy way to remind them. It comes in the mail. These guys have to get a ladder, a couple screws, slide it in and change it, but it's a lot better way to do it. All right, looking in here, this looks like pretty new tile. The tub was recently glazed. The vanity looks really good. Those are good. Underneath the sink looks good. One thing I did notice is, this is broken here, but once you open this, it looks amazing. Looks good there. Alright, so we'll call that good there. Should be the other skylight, that's actually pretty nice. Looks like there's a crack in that. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like it's double layer, so no issue right now. You know, check behind doors, all that kind of stuff. A little patch there, but it only shows up really bad in the camera, right? Alright. So now to the larger of the two bedrooms. Got a couple closets here. Make sure it looks good. Closet here. Check the carpet. There's a seam here, but again, the carpet actually is pretty good, and this depends on the owner's threshold. So if you wanted top dollar for this rental, you would do new carpet, go through and just do touch up, go through and repaint all neutrals. Like these rooms are pretty good, but you gotta get rid of this, get rid of the fireplace, and just lighten it up and make it very neutral. Like windows here are brand new, which is nice. There's only 2 new windows, and so we have other windows we're dealing with, you know, potential lead issues, but something we can definitely get cleaned and painted and pass and not be a big deal. But all right, so closet. Again, I'm still searching for the HVAC unit. Maybe I missed it. Looks good, looks good. Let's see, the light switch is here, it's probably here. Now let's move through to the other bedroom. So this is a 2-bed, 1.5 bath. Again, but really close to the stadium. Such a cool spot. Here, again, this room is really nice. Carpet again is good, a couple seams, but I think, you know, carpet guy could either fix that. All right, look at those windows. We got blinds. Looks good. Boom, there I am. Let's see. Maybe the HVAC is here. Okay. All right, looks good there. All right, so looking at this, I see ductwork here. I see this for the plumbing. This is in the ceiling. These are on the floor. Got a mystery here. So we got this one here. There's a register there, turn there, back in here. All right, so as I continue to search for this HVAC unit, which I don't understand, we got a wall here with nothing there. Electrical panel, that's something we didn't think about. So we do definitely have HVAC. How can I not find this? Anyway, that's it. That's kind of the stuff we look for. So now with the owner, we're gonna go back and kind of make some recommendations. Got some gaps here, that kind of stuff. So this is kind of what happens when we take a property on. I had already gone through this and taken a bunch of photos. Again, we have another return here, or intake here. That's a 14 by 20, so we're looking at 2 filters. All right, so I searched. I assumed it had to be in here, right? Because there's a closet. Anyways, figured it out. Freaking, it's on the roof. Well, it's on the roof of the buildings, looking around. So that's something you don't see that often. Definitely see it in condos and stuff, but these are all row homes, so it confused me. You learn something new every day for this unit. But this is kind of what we do. We document this. Again, for the most part, this isn't bad. We need to do some cleanup, some painting, some handrails, just some miscellaneous items. So we'll create a punch-out list for this, get bids, see what the owner's plan is, see how much work they want to do, and then get this property in the market. 2-bed, 1.5 bath, 1 family room just outside of the Washington Capitol Stadium. The location's awesome, and we just need to get rented. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff that I actually don't know how it works. But anyways, thank you.